breeze today. I've just come out to fly Woody, and unfortunately he's had a bath just before, literally just before I was going to get him out, so he's soaked. So today, on this new mission, we are looking for a catch. So we're going to go all around this tree line and see where this actually goes. What I normally do on a new mission is walk all the way around, see where the boundaries are, and to see if there's any houses, and if there are any houses, try and check out whether they've got any animals in there, like chickens or ducks, because the last thing I want is to be walking around and then the Harris hawk goes and takes someone's poultry or their pet ducks or any other little creatures that are keeping. I didn't bring my dog today because his weight, the hawk's weight, is almost half an ounce too heavy. So I'm expecting to do a little bit of following him whilst we're burning that weight down. That's just the way it is. I don't mind flying him a bit heavy, but I make sure I've got nothing else to do in the day, so if anything goes wrong and I've got to start going quite a way, I've got time. He may follow on, but I've got a feeling he may be a little bit self-hunting today and go off a little bit rather than following on. Big field comes around to a bit of a clearing here, and there's another piece of land there which I've got permission on. So I'm going to have a look along this tree line and see what's going on there. That valley down there is more permission I've got. So it all sort of links up. It's not until you get up here you realise what's linking up. So we got right over to that mast over there, all the way over as far as you can see. So there's masses of land I've got. but there's not massive amounts of rabbit, but it's sort of in locations, but I'm starting to find out where they are. But today we're just having a little wander, have a look at the land, see if anything pops up, see where I am, then I'll let him go. I'm going to let him go now. Woody, please behave yourself. That little bit of footage you just saw with Woody soaring around and having a little play about on a windy hill. He was nearly almost half an ounce lighter, but I overfed him yesterday, just messing about like that. So today's a bit heavier. Woodcock. Woody's seen it. It's the first woodcock I've seen this season. If you don't know woodcock, they're very difficult to catch. So Woody's just moving up that way now instead of following me, which I thought he'd do. I'm going to keep walking because hopefully he will follow on. I can see him. He's gone down on something. I hope he's not in someone's garden. So I found a little path through this wood. It's going down to where I saw him stoop. I'm not sure what's on the other side of this. He's just come back. He'd been after something. Woody, good boy. It just shows you that although he didn't seem like he was loyal then, he'd been off and done his thing, and then he's come and found me in this wood. That's nice to see. From the noise on his bells, he's having a reposition in that tree above me, as if he's seen something. I can't see him, but I can just hear he's looking. So see what's hiding in this cover. Hopefully he'll start following on now. He's not coming back for little tidbits, so he's in his serious hunting mode. Let's go and have a look down here, Woody. So as the walk's going on, he's starting to get a little bit more focused on me rather than sort of self-hunting, although he's still, you can see he's overweight, but that's what they're like when they're overweight. But I'm not worried because I've done it so many times before at heavier weights than this. So he will come, and I might have to just sometimes go and find him a little bit. He's starting to watch me now, because as he's using his muscles, he's starting to get a little bit more keen on a bit of food. But he's not in front where I want him. I'd like him just underneath or in front of me so I can work these bushes to him. See if I can do that, get him going. So to move him on, I don't like doing this too much, but I'll drop my hand just before he's getting to me and he moves on. But if I keep doing that, he'll learn that I'm not actually going to give him a bit of food, so I mustn't do it all the time. when he's at a lower weight, he'll just follow on a bit better anyway. So I've never been here in my life. It's quite strange between the two valleys. This little stretch here, I'm not sure what's over there, but when I get over there I may recognise it as a field I've been in before. Woody! Let's give him a little bit of food. Yeah, he's getting better now. That's surprising at the weight he is. They do change as you go. So we've been out for about 40 minutes now, and he's now deciding he wants a bit of food. And then once you start feeding them, they start to get a bit loyal anyway, and expecting that little bit. Right, I know where I am. So now this is a boundary to some other land I haven't got. The green, the field over there that's been recently seeded, I have permission on all that there. And up the other end of this valley, but not this field, although he has caught pheasant down there 2 years ago. I think it was on his first season. He took me through all this wood. So what I'm going to do now is go back on myself, because I know we're at the end of this permission, and see if he changed direction without calling him, just as an exercise. Turn round now, he's up there, and this is how I like to determine what it's like, whether he's too heavy. If he goes the other way, it'd be disappointing, because he's starting to get loyal at a heavier weight now. So he's turned around, but he's looking in there, but he has turned around to see where I am. So he's in their wood now, and sometimes when you beat along the bottoms, stuff runs up in the wood. Oh, I just wondered what he was up to, and he's chasing squirrels, which I don't want him on. We don't need to get on them, and of course they do bite. We don't want him losing any of his toes. He ain't got the gear for it, and I don't like doing it anyway. But if there's a squirrel, he will go for it. It's actually quite good ground, this. I'm enjoying the field. A bit of set aside here. Could be some stuff hiding in that. Nice bit of wood. He's following on lovely. Let's have a little bash for here for him. He seems to be keen. Woody's in here. I've just tracked him down for about 20 minutes. I wonder what he's got. I know a fox. I've just missed a fox come straight out of here. I've missed it on camera. Woody! Turn that off. What you got? You had a lucky escape then, mate, from that fox. Pheasant. Come on. This way. Alright, I'm not taking it. I'm just checking it out. Make sure it's healthy. literally a fox came past here just as I turned up, and he was in there. So that was close. Although I found him with his telemetry, I couldn't hear the bell because he was in a bush and he was probably quite still. But I did hear him screaming, giving a warning scream, which I thought was strange. But unfortunately I didn't have my camera on, but when I got there, literally after that scream and I found him, along came the fox. Good condition fox, just walked past, so he must have been screaming at that. So that was lucky, because that's the sort of thing that can happen. Can be a disaster if the fox obviously finds the hawk and his talons are sunk in and he's not letting go. But I'm sure the hawk was screaming at that fox. That was the closest possibility of disaster I've seen since we've been hawking last 3 seasons. And you hear of it happening, but it's sort of rare. But when you see your hawk in a bush there, and literally just as you arrive as a fox, you realise how lucky it was. And say the hawk, I heard him screaming. It's a shame I didn't have my camera rolling at the time, but when you're tracking a hawk down, I don't normally just leave it on because it's just like half hour of boredom. But anyway, we got him back. He's having a bit of a pluck now on the pheasant, and once he's pulled a few feathers out, I'll trade him off and then take him home. Pull it.